So your spouse has decided to refuse to respond to your divorce papers and you feel like, I don't even know how to move forward. You are not stuck. You can move forward. Hi, I'm Claudia Brown Coulter, your go-to mediator for navigating divorce while parenting children with special needs. I'm also a registered legal document assistant, LDA, based in the greater Los Angeles area. It is not uncommon for spouses to ignore divorce paperwork. So your first course of action is to determine, why are they ignoring this? What is happening? Why are they putting their head in the sand? Is it denial or is it anger? What's driving them? And you know your spouse. Don't tell me I don't know. You know them. It could be religious reasons, right? Oh, I can't do this. You can keep going. You can keep going. Maybe they think, if I just do nothing, I can stop the divorce. Listen, it takes 2 to get married and 1 to get divorced. Both of you have to agree to get married. Only one of you has to be in an agreement to get a divorce. They cannot stop the process by burying their head in the sand and acting like it's not going to happen. They could be trying to delay the process to control you financially or emotionally, to get you off your game, to catch you on your back foot. Just know, why are they trying to do this type of thing? And maybe they just don't understand their rights. Maybe they're afraid. And so this is when they talk to a mediator and they know about the divorce process, what it's like, what their rights are, and how they can go through this process educated and really have an amicable solution. If they decide to ignore the paperwork, know that California has 30 days to respond to a divorce. If you have, for example, I always mail the documents to the other person. I serve them through the mail and they have to sign the paperwork to say that they got the paperwork. If they're refusing to do that, then you cannot do that. You have to go hire a process server and have someone tell them you've got served. You got served. You have to have that happen. You have to have that date of service on there so that they cannot ignore that this is happening. Because if they are not served, it's almost as if it didn't happen. There are ways around that, but you've gotten them served and now they're not responding, they're not participating. If they don't respond, that's okay. Some people actively choose not to respond, but they are still actively participating in the divorce. They're like, I don't want to spend another $435 to pay a filing fee when we can figure this out ourselves. I'll do my financial disclosures. We'll reach an agreement. We'll file it with the court and there'll be default with an agreement. Great. Those aren't the people I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who are doing nothing. Okay. So if you know they're going to do nothing and they're going to try to ignore this, you may need to amend your petition and attach an FL-160 so that you have a very detailed schedule of assets and debts of separate property and quasi and community property, really where it's laid out. That's not traditionally what you do for step 1 of divorce, but if you know that you're going to have a judge rule on this, you're going to need to do that FL-160 and really lay it out in black and white of what you are asking, what relief you are asking from the court. Really have something detailed. So this is specifically what I'm asking for child support and for the parenting agreement, for the timeshare, and for our shared property, our shared assets and debts. Okay. So then once you have that, then you file a default. That's a FL-165. You file for a default so that the court can rule on your behalf. Okay. You may end up needing some legal advice. I'm telling you, don't go pay an attorney's retainer. Go find an attorney that'll consult with you for an hour to give you some legal advice about how to best approach this. You may need somebody to help you navigate that little bit with the court, but you can definitely do that. Get your ducks in a row, go to the court, ask them to rule a default and rule in your favor. If your spouse is showing proof of service and they're not trying to file a response, they're not cooperating with you, the judge can still rule for your divorce. A legal document assistant can help you with paperwork, and they also can point you in the right direction of professionals that can help you. We know attorneys. I know attorneys who aren't going to charge you a retainer fee, but who are going to work with you on an hourly basis and going to give you really good legal advice. They don't have skin in the game. They're not trying to send their kids to college off of your divorce. So work with professionals that will help you get this done quickly and economically. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. And if you think it would be useful for someone else, please be a good friend and share it.